Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025, and I'm here to do a general collective reading. It is a timeless reading. You can switch the genders and the roles as you need to throughout the read. Just remember this is a general collective reading, so not every read's going to be for you. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment. Be mindful, okay? Not every read's going to be for you. That's okay. Certain parts may not resonate, meaning that you're not familiar with those things. Whatever comes out in the cards, that's okay. That just simply means it belongs to someone else. Please don't take it on, okay? It's your own. Leave it alone. It's not recommended that you take it on. However many cards come out today, you don't have to take on each and every card as yours. Only take what you already know about, okay? Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I thank you so very much. I took the day off yesterday. I have good news. I made it around the sun another year. Yay. So I took the day off for myself. It's a good day. It is a good day. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Ella, for your donation yet again. Thank you. You're so very great. You're so very generous. Thank you. I'm grateful. I don't know why I'm still tripping over my words, but it is what it is. I apologize in advance. Let's see where we're going to go with this read, shall we? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour? What would you like to talk about? By the way, I've got my washer going in the background, so if you hear it, I apologize. 7 in reverse. Patience and planning. So somebody's not very patient. Their plans are going up in smoke. Something's not happening here. They can't move forward. They've been stopped. It's out of control. They don't want to take accountability. There's no balance, structure, or discipline. Something's toppling here. It's falling apart. It just reminds me of, the pillars, Samson. Not very strong. Somebody's not feeling very strong here. That's the overarching energy. Bottom of the deck. Taking action. New passionate opportunities. New beginnings. Growth and expansion. Could be taking some sort of action. Could be creativity, could be authority as well. This is, wands are action cards. It's also passion, it's creativity, it's, one is manifesting as well. Let's see where it's, the light, 19. Truth and clarity, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, extreme happiness maybe. This is trusting, this is healing. Somebody could be getting exposed. This is illumination, taking some action. This is source as well. Truth is coming out. Something to do with material and spiritual prosperity. It could be a false contract, parting ways with karmics. It's all a one-sided deal. This is a lesson. It's not a blessing. There's no harmony. Somebody's on their own here. Okay, they didn't foresee something. I'm picking up somebody was counting on receiving something, and they're not going to get it. It's not theirs. It could be something that belongs to you. It could be property. It could be land. It doesn't have to be. It could be a person. It could be a contract of some sort for work. Whatever this was, it was all one-sided, though. Okay. Poor decision. Somebody's getting some consequences. The waiting game. Somebody wanted you waiting, going around in circles. Maybe they're waiting to it could be something to do with a family. It doesn't have to be something to do with roots, being firmly placed. Somebody wanted to uproot you, or they're going to be uprooted. Time is up. Okay, the sand's almost gone. A waiting game. There's been secrecy. Somebody's been waiting in secret here. No communication. Maybe you used your higher wisdom and intuition here. That's the high priestess. Male or female doesn't matter. Somebody's going around in circles right now. They can't sacrifice you. You're not sacrificing yourself for this person. Maybe you did in the past. I don't know. This is illumination, letting go and letting go, God, surrendering. There could be an arrest as well. I was picking up somebody's going to be arrested or has been. This is overcoming. This is illumination. No more stalling. No more waiting. This is something to do with material harvest. So somebody can't sacrifice you for material harvest. It could be an investigation. Somebody's on their own. You went within, did that soul work. Somebody's reflecting on something. Yeah, you're not heartbroken. You're not going to be losing anything either. This could be a doppelganger. This could be power and control, or a power of attorney. Somebody wanting to devalue you, take your voice away, disempower you. take your rights away. Somebody's going to be homeless. It could be a family or somebody you're married to or somebody that's non-committal. Somebody lost control, okay? They're out of control. They have no authority. They want a power and control over you. It could be bad parenting as well. There's a partner. There's a partner. Somebody partnering. There's harmony here, but somebody's partnered up. There's a soulmate here. Somebody's non-committal. Somebody's unstable. They wanted to make you unstable. That's why they wanted. It could be a theft of a home or property or business. Maybe it is something. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there. But I was picking up off of this that no matter what you own in this world, you're happy with it. There's an apple and orange. There's a couple of coins here. There's some water, a bag of rice or beans, whatever. You're happy with whatever you have. It's whatever. If you're having, a tough time financially right now, it's only temporary. You're able to cope with it. And these people can't. But there is an investigation. Or you're finding out what you're made out of. You're finding out that no matter what they throw your way, it's not going to stop you from living your life. It's not going to stop your destiny. It's not going to stop the projection of where you're going in life, right? Or the trajectory, I should say. So patience and planning. Somebody was very impatient and they rushed something. I don't know. 7, drop the weight. Maybe somebody's trying to drop weight, lose weight. But this is debt. There's something stuck to this person. There's a debt that's owed here. Maybe they tried to put you into debt. I don't know. A Gemini, you or them, or something happened in Gemini season, or somebody's two-faced. So you could have twins. I don't know. Of two minds, maybe. Somebody could have a split personality. Something's bad timing right now. They have serious regrets for hurting you. They could be stalking you, hacking your accounts under different profiles, maybe stalking, harassing, trolling. Somebody's very two-faced. What I tell you, two-faced. Now, I'm not saying Geminis are two-faced, okay? It's just because there's a photo with two faces. That's all, okay? Has nothing to do with the Gemini sign. But there's somebody that is two faces here. The mask is about to come off, or you saw the fact that they have two faces or more. They wanted to level up off of you. It has something to do with numbers, analytics, the market maybe, wanting to level off of you. Jackpot, look at you. There's something coming in for you, or they were making money off of you or your intellectual property or your creativity. Could be a gambler as well. It's infatuation and obsession. There's a deep spiritual connection here. Now, I look at swans as very regal, royalty. Okay, they are property of the crown, the Commonwealth here. Okay, they're very protected and birds. What can I say? And I look at them like divine beings. They're being protected. Divine beings are very protected. They're here for a reason, a purpose, right? The crown meaning like the divine watches over you. You could be an Aquarius, or they are. Something happened in Aquarius season. You could be retaining a lot of water as well. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you're dropping the weight. That makes sense. So if you're retaining water, maybe that's going to get rectified soon. I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm just saying this is something for a couple of you maybe. You've been ignoring your gut. Money down the drain. Somebody's wasting money here. Your money's getting eaten up, or theirs. Something's getting lit. There's a spark here, a Scorpio. Somebody's lit all the time. Maybe they're getting high or drunk. I don't know. You could be a Scorpio. They are. Something's going to happen in Scorpio's season. Somebody you have shared values with. 999, to me, that indicates an ending of a karmic cycle. You're at the end of a cycle. It doesn't have to be karmic, but I'm picking up karmic here. But there's a reset or a new beginning starting. Congratulations. Somebody doesn't want responsibility, so it's karmic. An invitation's coming. Oh boy, this is karma. There's a balancing of the scale. Somebody has to right some wrongs here. Wow. It's a reckoning. It is what it is. Karma. What you put out in the world, you get back. Okay? If you've been a horrible person, bet your bippy, eventually that's going to catch up with you. It's going to come back. It's going to bite you in the ass. You're going to have to answer for everything you've done and said. And you're going to know exactly why you're getting this karma. Because it's going to be so personalized. It's going to be Yeah, it's a perfect karma for whatever you've done. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking out of experience. Everybody gets their karma, me included. And whenever I got my karma, I knew exactly why I was getting this karma. You know what I mean? It was perfect. I don't mean like it was geared to whatever it is that I had done. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. So patience and planning in reverse. 7. Drop the weight. Where are we going with this? I was already up early, did my dishes, the dishwasher, laundry. I went out and picked up my coffee. This is the first coffee I've had in a couple of weeks, so I've been really not really in the mood for coffee lately. You could be a divine masculine or you're dealing with one. Male or female, doesn't matter. Yeah, nourishing. Self-growth, self-focus, and soul-finding. Nourishing your soul. You could be pampering yourself, taking care of yourself. Something to do with a past life. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Like I said, we all have to learn our lessons, right? We all get karma. Sometimes we get karma for things we've done in this life. Obviously, we do, right? But also we can get karma for past life karma. It could be generational karma, ancestral karma as well. You're noticing that something's repeating here. Maybe in your relationships, people around you. Maybe you're thinking the way you're thinking, living your life. Ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. So in the past, maybe that's what you or somebody else was interested in. Cheap thrills, right? Or somebody you were dealing with. It's a past life soulmate. And they came into this life. You know what it is. It's basically in a past life or however many lives you've had with this person, the same situation, you never got the chance to put an end to it, to heal from it, to overcome it. And it came into this lifetime. And that's why it's a continuation of a past life or past lives. This is your chance to grow and learn from it and do the right thing, right? Somebody's got cloudy judgment, or they're trying to cloud your judgment. Illusions, unbalanced and distorted. Influences, attachments, third parties, peers. There's a return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. Someone's very shallow. Hollow, empty, and bored. Healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. This is a rejection. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Curse. Hexes, witchcraft, and negative mind. I was picking that up. And you're at peace. Balance, harmony, and friendship. So they were doing all of this against you, and they're getting their karma. Now they want peace? I'm sure. Abandoned, left out, walked away, and cold. So everything's broken. They could be doing mirror magic, glamour spells, scrying, anything. Maybe trying to mirror you. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. They're trapped in their own web, stuck, tied down, and captive. They're being stonewalled. People are turning the other way. Frozen, no words. There's a lot of silence here. Perspective, better off, happiness, clear head, and space. So maybe somebody tried to stonewall you or froze you out of something. And it was the best thing ever because it gave you enough time to be on your own, to think, to shift that perspective, to see things as they really are. You're better off and you know it. You're a lot happier without these people or the situation. You have a clear head space. So this is shocking. Turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. Now they want to apologize, forgiveness, return, and sorry. Somebody's longing for you. Okay? Somebody wants to come back, but I don't think it's altruistic. If you are divine masculine, male or female, somebody's in trouble. They know they're going through karma. Maybe they're trying to hide it from others. They're doing hexes. They're doing curses. They curse themselves here, okay? Stop playing with baneful magic. No good comes from it at all. Whoever is doing it eventually comes back to bite you in the ass. Patience and planning, 7 in reverse. They don't want to take accountability. This is somebody that's got no structure. Can't move forward. Could have had a car accident. Who knows? Drop the weight. Divine masculine. Truth is coming out. Low self-esteem. Oh, they did it because they weren't so confident. They had low self-esteem. You made them feel inferior. I don't know. No good excuse. Obviously, when people go, well, you made me feel this way, and you provoked me. It has nothing to do with you. It's all them. You made me think. You made me feel. It's all within them. The phone call is coming from within the house, okay? This person needs fucking help. They wanted power and control here. Something to do with passion and engagement. You're spiritually high ranking. House and condo. There's a house and condo. There's fraud or something. Or somebody was in a relationship just for stability. New beginnings. Beautiful or handsome. Surprise, epiphany. Reactive abuse. So they're trying to poke you to get some sort of reaction out of you to fit their false narrative of you. To fit the role that the name, the moniker, the label they wanted to place on you. Healing. Now they want to heal. They're regretting everything. Love. You could be a tarot reader. They're a tarot reader. You're definitely watching tarot. This could be, let's see, playing games with you. Lots of abuse. Something to do with your birthright, I just heard. Smex worker. I could have accused you of that, or somebody is one. No shade, but like I often say, if you're in this industry, sure, the money's great, blah, 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 as long as you're young and healthy. But chances are, eventually, you're not going to be so young. We get older, and you're not going to be so healthy of heart, mind, body, spirit, soul, whatever. Energy transference is real. This is very exploitative. And you might be thinking, well, I can get something out of it. I'm making lots of money. Until when? Okay? Until you're used up, you got nothing left to give. You got mental and emotional problems afterwards. Maybe illness. It could be anything. You deserve much better. I can't tell you what to do. I can just tell you how I feel about it. This is just my opinion. It's not up for debate. It's my opinion. You could do much better. Self-respect goes a long way, right? Somebody wants to negotiate, or they're trying to make you look like a Smex worker. And I've been getting a lot of emails like that. How much do you charge? Like nothing else. It says nothing else. You know, trying to bait me into saying a certain price to make what? You try to make me look like I'm a Smex worker? Yeah, good luck with that one. Negotiation. So, to prove that why they broke up with you? Right. They're trying to exploit you. Slander and libel. I can't make this up. Someone's examining the truth here. So you have social media or a platform or somebody else's. Something to do with sexual, schmexual, physical, or spiritual hygiene. This is the wrath of God. Somebody came down with an STD or they claimed you did. Could be a sexually transmitted demon as well. There's a lot of drama going on here. A lot of worry. They're in their south node. They wanted you to go back in your south node. Not a hope in hell, okay? Somebody got bribed here. They were bribing others to say you had addictions. Oh, you're 10 steps ahead always. This is a coward. You're very righteous. Something to do with a partner here. You're very gifted. There's a breach of trust here. Sorry, I can't find my black Sharpie, so it's a blue one now. You're a mystery to people. There's something mysterious about you. Oh, somebody has some kink, or they claimed you were kinky. Confirmation bias here. Someone's going to confess. They're under a lot of pressure. They're trolling and hating on you. They're spying on you, or they're paying people to do so, or they rope people into it. These false accusations here. Everything's broken. They're broken. They're going through karma. They're all broken. Whoever this is feeling broken right now because karma's hitting them. Somebody was lazy friend, lover, and or family member, or they're just lazy. There's a refusal here. Apathy. They have no feelings. There's a love bomber. Something to do with life insurance. They're going to get some time. They're out of time too. They're out of options. This is a disgrace. They wanted to disgrace you just because they thought they could, because they feel inferior when it comes to you. And there's nothing, listen, I'm not saying that you're better than anybody, but obviously the way you conducted yourself, far better, okay? You don't do these stupid things to people, okay? Ever. But for some reason, they feel small next to you. You might have a lot less than this person. They might have a lot more opportunities in life. Obviously, if they lie and they finagle and they steal, Maybe, you know what I mean? You got a lot of connections. You got a lot of people willing to do their dirty work for them. But yet they're so fucking bothered by you. Figure that one out. So patience and planning, 7 in reverse. Drop the weight. Divine masculine and truth. This is a doer, a go-getter. This is somebody that has authority, spiritual or in the 3D or both. They have a lot of power. They're usually established and very, very wise. They have connections. They do the right things for everybody involved, right? They protect their throne. This is the somebody that's gone through the highs and lows of each and every king in the deck, male or female, learned their lessons and ascended. This is an action taker. The divine feminine is the one that attracts. They don't chase, okay? The divine masculine does. And it could be a male or female. You're taking back your power. You're bossed up. You're divinely protected. What's the message here? What's the message, please? Somebody has no feelings or emotions. This was heartless and cruel, and or they're, I don't know, they were draining others, and or they're a soulless being now. They lost their souls. Collector of souls. Wow, we have devil in reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Seeing through the illusions and breaking free. So you've peeped their game or somebody else's. People are trying to distance and detach themselves. They can't bind anything to you. You're not toxic. You're not karmic. You have no addictions, obsessions, and or codependency issues. Non-binding contract. Out of control. They can't control you. Overarching energy. You're maybe at peace right now, ignoring them, blocked. You've blocked these people. Somebody doesn't know what to do. They're indecisive. There's a stalemate of some sort. Overarching energy. They're acting like a victim. Mental conflict. In denial. Being denied, maybe. Closed heart chakra. Somebody's paranoid. They don't see what's coming. They don't see what's coming. You had no information to go on, but you definitely used your intuition. Not sight and sound, but your intuition. You went with your gut. Somebody's blocking another. Yeah, they're in denial. I didn't do it. They're acting like they don't know what's going on. They made allegations or accusations that were unfounded. You're ignoring somebody. You won't fight with them. You won't compete with them. Or you blocked whatever attacks they did against you, spiritual attacks. Somebody's feeling overwhelmed, defeated. They have no defense. They have no protection. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people. There's strife here. There's conflict, competition, jealousy, drama, strife, and rivalry. 5 of Wands. You won't compete with these people. There's no comparison, okay? You're not going to be an option. There's stop, sudden departure, sudden arrivals. There's no contingency plans. Their plans are falling through. They don't have any more plans. They're waiting. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. Are afraid to make a decision. Ooh, they're blocked. Something's blocked. This group's been blocked, or they've been blocked by a group. This is lack and loss, going towards poverty, on the outside looking in. Somebody followed another one out into the cold. It could also be illness. It could be pentacles, it could be money, but it could also be health. Somebody's loss of confidence, whatever this is. They lost their confidence. On the outside looking in. Could be kicked out of a group. Yeah, material happiness. Somebody was a greedy, a glutton. This is wish fulfillment, material happiness. It sounds like this person only wants material. They don't care. They don't put much precedence in, integrity and relationships and love, loyalty. It's all materialism. Yeah, there's parting of ways. They're grieving and regretting. They're crying over spilt milk. 5 of Cups. Somebody was quite satisfied. There was a glutton. They are unfaithful. They can't be trusted. This is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They could be, I don't know if they got a hold of somebody's mail or money. Didn't pay. They can't pay up. They're not to be respected. They're not to be trusted. They're irresponsible, immature, lazy. It's not the rite of passage. They can't slow you down any longer. They can't pay anymore. They're not getting paid anymore. I don't know. Somebody's non-committal. Don't want to take accountability. They're in hot water. They're in trouble. They can't pay to travel or move. They can't come correct. They're trying to stop you, block you. Somebody's in hot water. They're in trouble. Blocking a contract, a higher level soulmate connection or decision. Somebody's trying to block your ascension. Blocking a third party or blocked by a third party. I don't know. Somebody's in hot water. Somebody can't pay up. There's going to be up. They're being stopped. This is illumination. It could be an arrest here. This is the Hangman in reverse. Letting go and letting God. Surrendering. No longer waiting here. Somebody's acting like a martyr. Now it's in reverse. Poor decisions here. This is a false contract, whether it's in the ethers or in the 3D. A false agreement. Somebody reneged on an agreement. It's all one-sided, their way or the highway. It's a karmic situation. It's a lesson, not a blessing. It's a parting of ways. Didn't use their higher wisdom and discernment. They were very greedy and gluttonous. Now they're getting some consequences, and they can't handle it. It is what it is. They didn't choose to elevate or ascend. Yeah, they were stuck in their ego and their pride, wanting power and control, wanting domination, or they were lustful. Somebody's getting forced to let go. 9 of Wands beneath that. Very forceful. But there's something about you that calms the beast or soothes the beast within them for some reason. You have integrity, love for your honesty. You have power and control. You're brave and you're courageous and you're resilient. You didn't realize how strong you were, how much, yeah, you took a lot of strength just to walk away from this person. Forced to walk away. No longer emotionally invested. You could have been forced to walk away from this situation with this person, or they're being forced to walk away from a group. After investing 8 out of 10 cups into a situation, just to find out there's no emotional fulfillment or happiness here. Just backwash in these cups. Somebody could be I don't know, giving up drinking maybe. You listen to your intuition. Most of the 8 of cups, you'll see the person walking away, their head's always tilted a little bit towards the moon, using your intuition. You had nothing to go by but your intuition. You bypass the emotions. There's a little stream here. You face some hardships because the mountains, little jagged mountains here. Nothing that you couldn't handle, though. But they're facing the unknown now. Oh, you walked away because they were abusive, and you know that they were involved with some sort of crime. They were reckless, or other people are walking away from this person because they're doing spell work. This is endangering other people, so people are walking away. Somebody wanted power and control, but oh, they wanted to win at any cost, right? Somebody was bragging, showing off, getting attention. Somebody's angry. They're quick to anger here. They have anger issues. What is this? They thought you'd just walk away and do nothing, maybe. Could be the opposite, not doing anything, not taking any action. Yeah, they were greedy and selfish. They want protection here, so people want to protect themselves. This is recklessness. Greedy and selfish, holding back, trying to hold you back. Don't want to let go, holding on for dear life. This is a control issues here. They got to drop this, okay? They got to drop this, let this go. People want to unburden themselves. They don't want to be burdened. You're making a conscious decision, or other people are making a conscious decision to not take on this person's burdens. They're trying to avoid a tower moment. Or you're unburdened. You have nothing to worry about. You avoided all catastrophe. They wanted to ruin you. This is ruin. Maybe they have to lose weight. Maybe they had an internal disruption, a health scare, and they have to lose weight. This could be in the past. This could be children, siblings, or cousins, or a past life soulmate. They're going through something to do with the past. This could be a past a family thing, you know, if there's heart issues in your family, or you know what I'm saying, right? People see that you're innocent. You're finally getting your flowers. Somebody wants to reconcile with you. Wish fulfillment. They're praying. Your stars have aligned. You're in your north node. You have divine protection. This is also divine intervention. This is the wrath of God. It's going to seem like miraculous, but you have divine protection. You're healthy, you're balanced, you're an inspiration. You could be on the public eye. An inspiration here. Somebody lied. They are praying. This could be a narcissist. Doesn't have to be. Or worse. Doesn't have to be. Male or female. Somebody lied. They're a pathological liar. A user, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel. Maybe they're trying to pass you off as a narcissist or worse, psychopath. They could be losing their mind now. This is someone that's very abusive, not very smart, no authority. Yeah, they're getting karma. They don't want anybody to know about it. People know, though. It's all falling back on them. They could have wanted your destiny as well, or they want you to slide back into another toxic cycle with them. A reversal of fortune, a change of direction. They're trying to stall, cause setbacks and delays, or stagnant. They're feeling stagnant here. Or something's falling back onto them. Their lies. They said that you were unstable. You're a greedy and selfish, a gold digger, and a clout chaser. Very jealous, unfaithful, materialistic, codependent, clingy. It is what it is. Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's all falling back onto them. This is somebody that's lazy, doesn't want to work. Somebody's trying to remain stoic here. Male or female. Not wearing their heart on their sleeve. Using their intuition, higher perspective. This is an energy that feels very deeply. They love very deeply. They give good advice. Queen of Wands. Somebody's jealous. This could be one person or more. Standing in your power, you go your own way. You're a creator of some sort. You're a leader. You have authority. Somebody could be falling in love with you. Or it's one person. You're using your intuition. You're remaining emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. You're attracting right now. You're unafraid. You're very confident and bold. You're divinely protected. You're not afraid to take action here. Seeing through the illusions, breaking free and distancing and detaching. They can't bind anything to you. Non-binding contract. This could be you or someone else. You're speaking your truth, setting boundaries and cutting people and things out. This could be a professional, some sort of speaker. Very astute, discerning, wise, intelligent, and intuitive. You spoke your truth or somebody else did about a family. This could be somebody speaking for a family. It could be a lawyer. It could be anybody. Or a group. And now the truth is coming out. They were doing magic. They were talking shit. This was unwise counsel. They could have said you were loose. You know what I'm saying? Male or female. Always like to be that third party. This is somebody that doesn't give a shit about anybody. But in the long run, the truth is coming out here. Yeah. And they got bribed or tempted to say this, or you had multiple. They said you had multiple options, or somebody else did. This is a cover-up of some sort. Hopeful, wishful thinking. A lot of confusion. I'm trying to confuse this Emperor. Divine masculine energy. Male or female. Who's got to make a decision here. Who's got authority. Who's got power. Sees your value and your worth. They could have tried to bribe this person, this divine masculine energy. That was a big no-no. This can't be ignored. Somebody was willing to do whatever it took to win. Five of Swords. But people are taking on losses. They're having to walk away. Because this is born out of jealousy, pettiness, and cruelty. Everybody's got abused or exploited here. There's a lot of lies, illusions, deception, and fear now. Much is hidden. Somebody's unstable. They're in debt. This is unfair. They can't play games anymore. They thought, whoever this was that was behind it, thought they'd make, this would be a profit, but it turned out to be a loss. It's a loss, all right. They stole money, missed opportunity. It's not their blessings. This is instability here. They could also, this is, the Lord giveth and he taketh away. They're going to jail. They need bail. They think somebody in the equation might have gotten arrested and they need bail and nobody's helping them. They're scared here. Yeah, this is bad news. This is news you don't want to hear. They don't want to hear. Page of Swords in reverse. Somebody was abusive and very jealous. People are angry and mad. They lied. They threw rocks. They lied. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. They were petty and they were cruel. They targeted you or others. This is self-sabotage. They could be stalking you and harassing you. This is self-imposed, by the way. They're trying to restrict you. They wanted to cost you money secretly. They're trying to cost you money by restricting you. They're going to claim that they had mental problems, low self-esteem. That's why they did what they did. Somebody had the hots for you, and I couldn't handle it. Something like that. Lying, petty and cruel. Yeah. Somebody's contemplating, praying, strategizing. They need to put something to rest. So they're heartbroken. They broke their own hearts. Okay? They're sitting on the truth. They want to rest from strife because they're going through a lot of karma right now. They want a break. Give me a break. Yeah. They're not willing to change, though, because they kept doing something over and over and over again. And it's getting stale. People are getting tired of it. It's a permanent, profound loss, okay, or ending for whomever this is. It's just a jackass. They just don't want to... It kind of feels like somebody just doesn't want to lose. They want to save face. They don't want to make it look like they're the bad, but they are. They're the bad one, okay? They're praying they can't unalive you. They're praying they're not going. They're praying, please keep me alive. Maybe they're sick. I don't know. Yeah, there's conscious awareness. There's no change here because you're consciously aware of what they were trying to do. You have a direct connection with Source. You're co-creating with the divine. You're manifesting. You're going to be taking some action against these people. You're getting some justice, or somebody else in the equation is bringing you your justice. It's a reckoning. They can't move on. Could be a car accident, got the car repoed, or they don't want to take accountability. They can't radically accept you are who you say you are, or they don't want you having something better than them. I don't know what this is. They're not under the canopy of the universe. No direction, structure, or discipline in their world. They don't want to take accountability, so this is not going to go anywhere. They're out of control. Stop the lies. It's nothing but lies, no truth or clarity, no communication. No new beginnings. They don't have a direct connection with Source. They were trying to interfere with your connection with Source. You didn't realize you have all the tools you need for success. These are reversal candles. So whatever they sent your way, it's right back on them. And it's a reckoning. It is a reckoning. It's a balancing of the scales. You could have had a car accident and somebody never bothered to tell you about it. They didn't foresee this. They didn't want to let go of what didn't serve. They have no vision. There's no future here. They're injured. They're sick. They're scared. They're doing stuff in the dark. No truth or clarity. There's absolutely no trust here. Yeah, there's an investigation, finding out. They don't want you finding out because they were attacking you. They wanted you to look pitiful. They wanted you to look like whatever it is they wanted you to look like, okay? They're not happy they're on their own now. Okay, they're finding out, or somebody's finding out they're sick, they're unstable. This could be a fallen angel. But this is somebody that was very, very impatient, obviously. They could have tried to say you were mentally unstable, you had addictions, you're not worthy. There's not going to be a reconciliation. There's no conflict resolution. There's no peace, harmony, or contentment. Somebody went to extremes and inappropriate behavior. This is disaster. They could lose their home. They stole a home. They can't balance this out. This was unfair. This is somebody that's non-committal. It could go either way, right? It's a shit family. Party's over. There's no redemption. Stolen a home, a business, or trying to make you look homeless or unstable. This is a Warlock or opposer or player, King of Wands in reverse. They didn't take the noble approach. They have no morals, ethics, or honor. It's all about ego and how they look in front of everybody, right? Somebody's angry. They bit off more than they can chew. They have no authority. Lost authority. Judgment went against them. Poor decision making here, okay? They misjudged you. Harsh judgment, lack of awareness, acceptance, and accountability. There's no second chances. This is karma. They're not happy. There will be no reconciling. The party's over. There's nothing to celebrate here. They're parting ways with the third party, friend group, cult, coven, secret society. They spread egregious gossip. No more pleasure seeking. No more second chances. Time's up. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. Ending a cycle to begin a new one. This is lessons learned. You're protected. You're very... This is victory as well. Again, the reversal batons. Victory. This is reversal candles or victory batons. You're very protected here. You could be online. They want to try to rationalize and justify what they've done. You're not worried. People can see you online. Ending a third-party situation, a collaboration, or it's a false contract. They can't find any help. Somebody's lazy, don't want to put the work in, and disrespectful. Not their creations. Maybe they were stealing your creations of some sort. Their plans are falling apart. Okay, whatever they were trying to build, they can't build it. They're not getting along with others. Somebody's non-cooperative. You're not helping them. What's not helping is you overcame, persevered, you put up boundaries. Somebody didn't want to see in this picture, this person on the ladder, this is a master, and they're watching the master work. They're learning things. You've elevated, and this person or these people haven't. So they don't understand you because they're not on the same frequency. They certainly don't want people seeing who you are. They're paranoid. They're very defensive. They're being blocked here. Yeah, a great deal of strength. False contract. Maybe they've been blocked, or it's a false... Whatever they were trying to do. Online. Could be something to do. Maybe they're trying to fill out some contracts or paperwork online. It's false. It's been doctored. There's a lot of emotional wounding. You fought many battles before. Yeah, this is trying to steal a large amount of money. This is family discord. This is going to cost them. No more long-term stability. Yeah, they were getting paid or paying others to do something. They got to balance this out. They were giving and receiving, prioritizing other people. They were paying for spell work. They're getting paid to do spell work. Somebody's having an emotional outburst. They're trying to take somebody's child out, or they did. My condolences if that's the story. They're not sorry for what they've done. Page of Cups in reverse. They're immature, insincere, and childish. They're having an emotional outburst. This is all money motivated. Get rich quick schemes. King of Pentacles, male or female, doesn't matter. A bully, a tyrant. Greedy and selfish and lazy. Very jealous. Get rich quick schemes is a bully. Somebody's very corrupt. Money motivated, greedy, materialistic, right? Selfish. Somebody you cannot trust at all. They'll do anything for a penny. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it could be a love bomber coming towards you with a cup of love here. Friend, love, support. Whatever they were doing, taking from you, this is how they were supporting themselves. Giving a cup of love out. So this could be a love bomber they sent your way. It could be an ex-husband as well. It doesn't have to be. It could be a female. They came towards you, offering you a cup of something here. But there's a fish in this cup, or a crayfish. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. Using your intuition. You could be a mother figure. You don't have to be. You could be a male in this energy. This is unconditional love. It's the biggest cup of love in the deck. What I tell you, unconditional love. Somebody's in their emotions here. This is self-love. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. Very mature in your own garden, minding your own business. You could have you could be an entrepreneur. You could be chaste and or celibate. They wanted you crying to be. So maybe they pushed everybody away out of your life with lies and bullcrap and spell work. So this person come in with a cup of love or friendship towards you, and they think you're going to fall for it because you're so happy here. You're in your emotions. You're all by yourself. You don't have to be by yourself anymore. They want a new beginning. They think you're a fool. Yeah, this is unrequited love. They just want to win. They were bragging about this, but it's a backfire. You have victory, success, reward, recognition. People are paying attention to you now, I think. Or they said this publicly or on public record. Unrequited love, giving out false and misleading information. Stopping your forward motion. There's no communication. They want you in your emotions because they were bragging about this. They want you crying publicly. It's all backfired. If you're in a public, maybe you're online or something, but they wanted people to see you cry. They're playing games with your mind because, yeah, this is a backfire. You're divine feminine energy. You're the one that got away. Victory, success, reward, recognition. It didn't work. You still elevated. You still got into your north node, your divine feminine energy. Yeah, you blocked them. They're heartbroken. There's a heart blockage here. Somebody's on their own. There's lack of trust. Don't see eye to eye. There's no harmony here. There's no love. Those cups in reverse. There's no harmony. There's not even goodwill towards you. You know what I mean? They're heartbroken. This is a past life soul, karmic soul tie, and you know it. You cried over it. Whatever. They didn't want you having new beginnings. They don't want you taking action. Somebody assessed the situation. They want to talk to you about some sort of debt they're in. They bore false witness. Somebody assessed the situation. This is divination abuse. Somebody didn't want to learn their lessons. They can't pay up. Somebody betrayed you or something like that. Divination abuse. A harsh and painful end. This is ruin. Loss of a child. There's going to be some communication. They're lazy, disrespectful, took a huge gamble and lost. Don't want to learn their lessons. They got caught. They have to come clean. Seven of Swords in reverse. They're not getting away with this. Yeah, it's a corruption of some sort. Warlock, divorce or separation, false contracts. They wanted you offline if you're online on a platform. It doesn't have to be. It could just be somebody who was involved with corruption. They had somebody pulling strings for them. It's unwise counsel. Somebody who's non-committal. They don't like traditional relationships. Somebody's being, yeah, this is a bad investment. They did something too quickly. They're not getting anything back on this investment. They didn't invest in you. You're not going to invest in them. End of the road, can't go any further. They spent a lot of money, misappropriation of funds. Now they want to take some action towards you. I don't think so. They have to relocate. They don't have the proof or evidence. This could be a judgment going against them in a court of law. They could have said you're this, that, and the other thing. It was all lies. They paid people. They bribed people to do this, but yet they don't have the proof. People could say all they want to say, but if there's no proof, it's not going to go anywhere, right? Take it for whatever it is, okay? So whatever, all this patience and planning is going, it's going nowhere, okay? Somebody was very passionate about making you look a certain way. Somebody's taking some action. It's a Gemini, you're a Gemini, they're a Gemini, or something happened in Gemini season. Somebody was very two-faced. Something to do with twins, twin flames, drop the weight. Somebody's in debt. Turn the other cheek. Yeah, let me slap that cheek. Divine masculine. This could be you or someone else. Nourish. Self-growth, self-focus, and soul finding. Of course, you've done the soul work, right? You went within, male or female. So somebody had some low self-esteem, or they wanted you to appear that way. The truth is coming out. Oh, I did this because I had low self-esteem. Get the fuck out of here. It's not a good enough reason. There's no reason for this. Sorry, I'm tired of people taking the piss, thinking they can do whatever they want to other people and get away with it. They can't. Okay, they wanted me specifically to take this deck out. Okay. Alright, what you do with this deck? I haven't used this in a long time. It was like Wisdom of the House of Night. So, House of Night, you've been in the dark, or they're trying to keep people in the dark, or they are of the dark. Where are we going? How are we ending this for the collective, please? Somebody's really flighty. Player energy, in and out. Yeah, High Priestess of Air. You could be a speaker. I look at this, so that's the Queen of Swords. Could be in the reverse, too. This could be the karmic that lied. They were jealous, male or female. Very jealous. They'll stoop at nothing to get their way. They hate. That the hate and anger is what fuels and motivates them. Jealousy. 7, High Priestess of Spirit. 6, 7. So 7 is moving forward, overcoming. It's radical acceptance. They need to bring back balance and take accountability. It's awareness. This is control, taking the reins, moving forward, leaving them behind. Strength. Adds to an 8, 6, 7, 8. You're firmly rooted. It has something to do with your family or somebody you have a family with. There's an owl here, very wise. They didn't realize just how wise you were. So that owl's kind of hidden. Can't really see it. They didn't realize how wise you were. Oh well, live and learn. Self-worth. You have a lot of self-worth. A higher power is involved. You love yourself. You're looking back going, yeah, you're not going to treat me like that. Fuck you. They're under divine judgment. 20, you made the right choice. Fulfillment's coming towards you. I love it for you. Congratulations. 6. I gotta take this bracelet off. It's annoying me. So 6. High Priestess of Air. Logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to consider the next right action are the qualities encouraged by your Vampire High Priestess of Air. Now's the time to think before you act. You are blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the High Priestess of Air. This is the moment to have reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. So maybe somebody wants to talk to you now? Is it going to be reasonable, though? This person's not very reasonable. Okay, whoever you're dealing with. It could be a higher level soulmates coming in to discuss these things with you. It could be some sort of an authority figure. It could be anybody, really, male or female. They're definitely trying to steal your creativity, your destiny, whatever this is. Money, it could be whatever. It's something to do with property as well. Or family. The High Priestess of Spirit. Now that all things, events, and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can be seen only in the darkest night and not by human eyes. My child, everything that you need to know is part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, and a significant experience are all orchestrated by me to help you become the powerful being you were meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to the what soon enough, but I keep secret the why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. And we did see mysterious and mystery earlier, right? So there's going to be, you're not going to get the answers to everything, but you're able to move on just based on what you know already. And I'm gathering that somebody with authority is coming in to tell you the rest. 35. But there's going to be some stuff that you're not going to know. Maybe it's a saving grace. You know what I mean? You don't need to know. It's just going to hurt you if you did know. So strength. Does it seem as if nothing goes your way and that everyone else appears to be having a good time? Be strong, my dear. Drawing this symbol means that no matter what is happening in your life, you have the strength to endure all experiences. Like an ancient oak whose trunk cannot be uprooted by the mightiest storms, you will know a strength that comes from within. You will win this game of life. You have the strength to face any situation now. So this was just building up character and strength, making you or allowing you to see just how strong you are. And you look back to what you've been through, and I'm sure you're going to be able to say, you know, I've made it through the hardest days so far, and I'm still here. Whatever, no matter what comes towards me, as long as I'm true to myself, I do no harm. I do what's best. There's no way that I'll be okay. You know what I mean? You're going to be okay no matter what. God is backing you up, providing for you, preventing these people from harming you and protecting you. It's a beautiful thing. I think you're now realizing just how protected you are, and these people, no matter what they do, it's not going to work. You have no reason to worry. So if you have any emotions or worries or fears or anger even, and you have every right to feel this way, but just don't park there, because the longer you stay there, the more chances you are of manifesting that in, or maybe slowing down your manifestations, okay? You have to vibe high. I think you already know that now at this point, but keep your vibes high. Keep your prayers up, okay? Angels, how are we ending this for the collective? 77. Awakening, enlightenment, breakthroughs, success, epiphany, spiritual growth, and transformation. This number always follows me. Addresses, phone numbers, everything. So you're undergoing a profound spiritual awakening that will lead you towards a path of success, epiphanies, and breakthroughs in all aspects of your life. So your life is getting dramatically better, or will, okay? Not just one area of your life, but all. Maybe you are of the type where throughout your life, everything's going smoothly, everything's going really well, except there's always one thing. It's not perfect. There's always something missing. Maybe you were like that your whole life. It was meant to be that way. Now everything's going to be in alignment because you had to do that soul work, right? That healing work. 3111. Be prepared. Focus, preparation, trust, communication, adaptability, decision making. Stay focused on your goals even when challenges arise. Keep an open mind, budget wisely, and trust yourself to make the best decisions. So a little bit longer, okay? Budget that money. They're still trying to play with your money right now. They're still trying to make sure that you have no one you can rely on to turn to if you need help. 101. Starting over. I'm telling you, you're ending a karmic cycle. This is monumental. This is something that you're leaving once and for all behind, not just this lifetime, but from past lifetimes or lifetime, right? It could be plural, it doesn't have to be. So starting over, intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. Like I was picking this up earlier. You're okay. You're happy with if you don't have much, you're okay. So you're not going to stay there. What little you have, you're happy with. You're very grateful. You thank God for it. You might not be eating a steak dinner. Maybe you're eating beans and toast, but you're still grateful that you're eating. Do you understand? That's your approach in life. That's how you look at things in life. And that's why these people can't beat you. Okay, they're not going to win. 938, keep going. Perseverance, strength, guidance, resilience, success, endurance. The angels are proud of your resilience and efforts. They are sending you strength and guiding you through challenges towards success and prosperity. Last one, 1818. Meant for success. This is in keeping. Success, purpose, change, prosperity, life path, transformation. You're on path, or this is meant to put you on path. A major change is coming, and while it may feel disruptive, it's guiding you towards success. So, put it this way, a boat's not going to go anywhere without making waves. No waves, you're not moving forward, right? If there's no wake behind you, you're not moving forward. So embrace the shift, as it will lead you to your purpose and financial prosperity. Soon the reasons for this change will become clear, revealing your true path. I just heard, oh. So maybe that's what you're going to do when you finally get to that point where you have all the answers. Well, you might not have all the answers. Like I said earlier, the whys are going to be kept from you, but the whats you're going to see and you can understand. But I can hear you go, oh, that's why. Keep your energy levels up. They're still trying to steal your energy, trying to take your personal power. Tell them to go fuck themselves, okay? It is what it is. Get some advice here. How are we ending this, please, Spirit? For the collective. How would you like to end this for the collective? Okay. Come back. We have boundaries. Keep your boundaries up. Put a ring around yourself and your energies. They're trying to steal your energy or get in your energy. Outer space. Take time to heal, grow, and expand. Morning star. Keep shining even when the others have quit. Trust the light in you cannot be dimmed, so trust that, okay? Phases. Shine even when you're not whole. Navigate. Beacons of light in the night sky are there to guide you. You're a luminary, baby, and light. Without the dark, we'd never see the stars. You need both. You need to balance your dark and light energies, your masculine and feminine energies. Once you do, that's hard to do. It's not easy. I think you got it, though. Congratulations, because there's obviously divine masculine in here. There's divine feminine. So congratulations. I'm very proud of you. Until next time, take care.